I think a while back I actually did a Zelda tier maker, but I feel like my opinions have changed so much in the years since I've done that. We're on the road to Tears of the Kingdom, and still I am just so excited. So I thought it'd be really fun to do this today. Now the rankings are SS, which is the highest you can go, S, A, B, C, or D, unplayed or unfinished, and 2 similar to rank. This is going to probably be a lot of amazing games on this list because the Zelda franchise is just an unbelievably amazing franchise. There's not many franchises that can say they've had pretty much all their games be ranging from great to superb. It doesn't happen often with video games, and it never will probably happen again. Not every game franchise can do it. Even some of my favorite franchises like Resident Evil have not been able to do that. Even though I love Resident Evil probably more than Zelda, it's still we're unable to see something like that. So let's just get right into it with the first game, and you'll see the list of games on here. There's every game, even remakes and stuff, I guess, which I think is great. So we'll start off with Oracle of Ages, putting in unplayed, and Oracle of Seasons unplayed. I still haven't played these games. Want to play these games at some point. Is there any more we haven't played? I think we haven't played Cadence of Hyrule. We haven't played Hyrule Warriors. We haven't played Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. I think it's good to just put these guys right here. We haven't played Picross. We haven't played Game & Watch. We haven't played Zelda Game & Watch. We haven't played Ancient Stone Tablets. We haven't played BS, The Legend of... What the hell? We haven't played Link's Crossbow Training. Wow, there's a lot of Zelda games I haven't played, aren't there? There's a lot of... This just makes me feel... 4 Swords we have... Oh, I have played 4 Swords. I just played as a kid. Is that everything we haven't played? I'm pretty sure there's probably more we haven't played. We'll probably see as we go along. Great. Okay, so now we have a list we can go into. The first one on the list is Breath of the Wild, a game that came out in 2017. That is going in the SS. This is honestly, to me, I'll put in the S, and then this is a tubby little list. Look at this. It's so big. This is a game to me that is incredible. It's an incredible video game, and to me, it's one of the greatest open world games of all time. I think it's one of the reasons why I'm so excited for Tears of the Kingdom. It deserves to be in this part of the list as well for me also. I think the reason why it's in this part of the list, mostly though, is just because when I think about this game, I get this magical feeling in my belly that I just want to go exploring. I want to go exploring it. That's exactly what I want. We have Triforce Heroes, which I haven't played Triforce Heroes. Let's put it here. A Link Between Worlds, I'm going to put in the A section. It's a fantastic game, but I think it lacks a bite that the other Zelda games have. But again, it's really good. I played it on the 3DS. Amazing. It's a really great game, but it just doesn't compare to maybe the other games that are going to be on this list at some point. Skyward Sword, we're putting in the SS section again. This list is so big, I have to scroll up every time. I have to scroll up, but Skyward Sword is my favorite Zelda game of all time. It's in my top 10 favorite games of all time. An amazing story, a magical relationship between Zelda and Link that I don't think that for some reason they're kind of shying away from doing again. I think a lot of people like to ignore this online when they want to talk. They're like, man, will we finally get to see a romance story between Link and Zelda? It's we had it. We had it in Skyward Sword. It's happened. It happened. It's a beautiful romantic story. Spirit Tracks, we're going to put in S. Again, one of my favorite Zelda games. I think that the thing that brings it down completely is that I had to play it on the Wii U, which means that I had to do the whole right and whistle into it, and the Wii U's microphone was not great for that. It was designed to be played on the 3D on the DS, I think, which was way more efficient. So I was basically blowing air into it constantly. But I will say it has one of the best depictions of Princess Zelda, if not the best depiction of Princess Zelda. She has some of the most personality. She's absolutely fantastic. It's just a really great game. Phantom Hourglass, we're going to put in the B section. I think that the Temple of the Ocean King will always drag this game down. I think that's the unfortunate thing about this. I know it's sad to say, but the Temple of the Ocean King will always be the thing that drags this game down. And I hate to say that, and I hate to be like that. But it's always... But there's an amazing relationship between Link and Linebeck in this that is actually very emotional. I think that the trio in this game of the fairy, Link... What's the name of the fairy? But yeah, it's another really good game. I like it a lot. Twilight Princess is going in the S section. Geez, this list is... It's because we have the SS. That's what's happening here. It's a chunky list. The reason why it's in SS, to me, is that... the S section is because, again, this game is so unique, but also it's again, a really magical game. Great relationship between Link and Midna as well. I think it has a lot of great horror elements that like we're never gonna see again in a Zelda game. Like this doesn't happen very often, and we're not gonna see something that's happened very often again, unless they kind of call back to it. There's some genuinely scary moments in this game. I think that the art design is so unique to the Zelda series, is so fantastic. I think that the run of games between Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and Skyward Sword to me just shows off how really fantastic the team at The Legend of Zelda and Nintendo who make the Zelda games just are. Like, they are really fantastic. Can you imagine, like, saying your last 4 games that you created in terms of, like, mainline console games, like the main console games are Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, and Breath of the Wild. You created 4 of the greatest games of all time in one go. Like, that's incredible. That's incredible. The Minish Cap, we're gonna put in the A section. You know what? I'm gonna put in the A section. I still have fond memories of playing this game. I think that it has one of the best art styles of all the Zelda franchise. And I think deep down, like, I think you forget that, like, it's a Game Boy game when you're playing. Not that there's anything wrong with Game Boy games, but like one of the things about this game is that it has so many cool mechanics, so many cool exploration chances, that it does feel like, you know, condensing down a game like Breath of the Wild into this small little form. I think they do a really good job of that as well. It looks really fantastic. In my opinion, anyway, it looks pretty fantastic. It's a beautiful game. It's just a gorgeous game. And I think because how pretty it is, that's how it's getting here. Four Swords Adventures, I'm going to put in the D section just because I never got into it. I did play it, but I never got into it. So, like, just take that with a grain of salt. That might not be even, like, meaningful for that. Wind Waker, I think deserves to be right up with these games as well in the S section. I think this game had a lot of flack when it first released because of its art style, but now its art style is one of the best things about it as well. I played this game back in 2016, I think. Wow. For the channel, and I loved every minute of it. I think it's one of the smoothest experiences you can have with the game. I think it's incredibly colorful. I think that, like, there's no downtime in the game. There's no feeling of like, oh, I didn't do this or I can't do this. Everything feels like it flows really well. I think that's, like, says a lot about, like, again, the directors and designers of this game as well. Where you can play Wind Waker, pick it up, and, like, play any part of the game, and it just feels so natural. Also, like, again, like, character designs are really incredible in this game. The cultures that they give you in this game. I think that the open sea is actually really cool exploring. Like, it's actually really cool you get to explore open sea. I'd love to play this game again, but I think we might wait until there's, like, a remaster or a remake. Because I have it on Wii U. I love my Wii U, but we might just wait. Four Swords, I think, yeah, we're going to put in the D section. Because I played our Four Swords or Four Swords Adventures. I forget which one it was. Majora's Mask is going into the S section. I didn't have a deep appreciation for the N64 games until I played Majora's Mask, or finished Majora's Mask, because I remember I played Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, and I was like, man, I'm not really into these games that much. And then, like, when you play them twice, which I did with Ocarina of Time, and you play Majora, and when you finish Majora's Mask and do all masks, you realize that, like, some of the best design choices were made on these games, and people say, you know, they're kind of outdated. And I think that I said that too, but I think the problem is that it's just adapting to the game style and adapting to an older game style. There's so many things in these games that you can see in modern games as well. Majora's Mask is an innovative game. It's a game that takes a lot of assets from Ocarina of Time and makes them their own. And I think that's always, like, a really good thing to do. Ocarina of Time. Years ago, I think I would have ranked Ocarina of Time in the, like, B section just because, again, of how I placed it at the time. But I think we're actually going to put it in the SS section. This is one of the most iconic games of all time. It started my Zelda journey again. Also, beyond a shadow of a doubt, like, when I hear the opening sequence, you know, the like, it gets me every single time. Because, again, playing it twice was what did it for me. Because when I finished it the first time, I was like, okay, I'll be honest, I was like, thank God it's over. That took a long time to get through. That was, like, a really weird experience because it's such an older game. But now I have such an appreciation for it. Not only that, but, like, I vividly remember every single area in this game and every single moment of this game, every single music beat. And that has to account for a lot. That has to count for a whole hell of a lot. Link's Awakening. I didn't play Link's Awakening, so we're going to put this in the too similar to rank because I played DX, right? A Link to the Past. Okay, I have never finished A Link to the Past, but I played it a lot as a kid, so I'm going to put it in the SX section. No, I'll put in the S section because I don't think it's fair that I haven't finished it. Even though, like, that is unfinished, I'm putting it here because it's still a very magical game to me. I got this on the Game Boy SP at the time, and it came with Four Swords as well. I think the reason why I love this game so much is I have such an appreciation for this game is that forever I'll always remember picking up this game constantly and not being able to get past like some of the first areas in the game. There's such a like incredible like feeling when you go through like even the first. I think I've played the first 20 minutes of the game when you save for the Zelda 3 million times. That's an over exaggeration, but kind of. You know, you get what I'm saying. Like it is kind of like this weird like feeling that you get when you play this game. It's fantastic. And again, I'd love to finish it at some point. I'd love to actually finish it. But again, I guess it's just you don't have to finish everything. Adventures of Link. This is the CDI game. Too similar to rank. It's too similar to Breath of the Wild. The Legend of Zelda, the first game, I have not played it. Link's Awakening, Nintendo Switch. Okay, we're gonna put this in. We're gonna put this in the S section. I have no problem putting this in the S section. I have the limited edition version of this remake. Link's Awakening in general, which I think is Link's Awakening DX down here as well, so we might as well do that now. Is it down here? It is. Yeah, we're gonna put Link's Awakening. Okay, this is gonna be weird. This is gonna be weird. Okay, this is gonna be weird. Okay, trust me for a second. This is gonna go in the SS section. I think that the remake does a lot of fantastic things. I think that the art style again is really good. I never got the complaints about it. I think it kind of passed by though without doing much magic. But there's something so incredible about the original Game Boy game when I played it on the channel for the first time, having all those reveals, having all the magical like trading quests. I think again, it's like it kind of reminded me of Link to the Past, but it like kind of with more teeth to it, kind of more of a bite. And when I say more of a bite, I mean it had more like things to it. It had more like of like a kind of stamp of like a director on it. It feels like there is something very creative about it. And I think that even though I didn't get the true ending, the ending to the game is also still pretty fantastic. I think so anyway. Twilight Princess is the remaster, isn't it? So yeah, we're gonna put this in the too similar. I'm sorry guys, but like, come on. I never played Majora's Mask 3D. Four Swords Adventure, never played this. Wow, it's getting bigger. Ocarina of Time 3D, I've never finished it, so we're gonna put the unfinished section, even though I do think that it's one of the most perfect remakes I've ever seen, just in terms of movement and traversal and how it looks. I still own it on the 3DS. Hyrule Warriors Legends. Why is Age of Calamity not in this? Age of Calamity would be like an S tier. This list was made long ago, I think. Someone else made this list. Master Quest. That's what I played, Four Swords. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so we can put these down here. Yeah, that's what I played. Wind Waker HD. Again, too similar to rank. I was kind of ranking the HD version anyway. Hyrule Warriors Legends, did not play. So that is my list of games for my tier list of The Legend of Zelda. This has probably changed a lot, but like I think similarly, like I think Ocarina of Time is much higher than like a game like Wind Waker now. There's not in the C or D section because there never would be anything in the C or D section. Like getting to a B is like crazy because that's my least favorite of the Zelda games. I'd say is Phantom Hourglass, which again has changed a lot. You have like Too Similar to Ranks, which are again like a bunch of amazing games, but they're too similar to rank. Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons apparently are really good too. Is Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity here and I just didn't see it? Well, okay, we would say we put Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity in the SX section. Another really fantastic game that really progressed Zelda's character, which is really good. Really, really good.